Hi everyone, this is David Zackos, broker and one of the owners of Zackos Realty and Design. And in this video, I want to talk about Venice Island, a Florida must-visit. Venice is a captivating coastal city. It happens to be where I live and work. I've been in this area since the 1980s. Most of you know I was a deputy here. In Sarasota County is the city of Venice. In the city of Venice, there's the island, which is a coastal area in the city. The city of Venice has a reputation as a hidden gem along the Gulf. It's a population only about 25,000 residents. It maintains its small town feel, yet it has everything, really all the amenities of a much larger city. The city really is committed to preserving its history, its natural beauty, and its cultural heritage. In this video, I'm going to touch on 7 areas why I feel Venice is a must visit. The first is its unique history, the historical sites, and some of the landmarks. Second is because of the many beautiful Gulf beaches. Third, things to do year-round. And the fourth point I'm going to touch on is some of the best restaurants. If you really love seafood, you're going to love living or visiting Venice. Next, I'm going to talk about the recreation available to you just on the island of Venice. And sixth thing I want to mention is the lifestyle, the unique lifestyle the island has to offer. And then I'm going to wrap that up with some of my favorite neighborhoods in the island of Venice. Venice's unique history. It was a master planned community in the 1920s. In that sense, it has a really unique design and feel. Many open spaces, many common lineal parks, plentiful playgrounds. The fact that the city was planned to keep the most desirable, the most cherished portions like the beaches and the trailways all public for public use. And as part of the requirement of the plan, Venetian architecture was a requirement. The city's architecture reflects an Italian inspiration with Mediterranean style for both the commercial and the residential buildings in many of the downtown historic areas. You can walk some of the streets, take your bike ride, and drive around the island, and you can see no two houses look anything alike. It's really kind of unique variety that you don't see in any other Florida coastal towns. Its art, its music, its festivals are held throughout the year, and that's really something that's special for Venice. The next thing I want to talk about is the public beaches. Venice has many beaches going up and down the coast, public and private. Some of the most beloved beach destinations from north, you have what's called the South Jetty on the north end of Venice Island. A great place to watch boats go in and out, a great place to fish. See many people there just catching gazes. There's dolphins that frequent there, manatees that frequent there at different times of the years. Just south of that, you'll have Venice Beach, the main public beach, and that's a half-mile beach along the Gulf Coast. And many different access points along that, so you really go there on some of the most busy days of the years and find a private spot. When you go a little farther south, you'll have Service Club Beach. That's a little less known public beach, right where the airport and Harbor Avenue meet. And the neat thing about that beach is that in addition to volleyball courts and outdoor grills, there's a nice boardwalk that leads from the parking lot all the way out to the beach. And along there, there's 5 or 6 different picnic areas that you can have lunch, dinner. You can reserve them, and you can watch wildlife there. You can have a glimpse of the beach there, and you can walk out and have a half mile to a mile of a beach. South of there, you've got Venice Fishing Pier and North Broward Park. The nice thing about that is that right at that location, you have Sharky's and Finn's, 2 restaurants. So there's things you can do in addition to going to the beach. Just south of there is Broward Paul Park, which is the county's only pet-friendly beach. And a little bit farther south is Casperson Beach, which is a very unique private area that runs literally, you can drive right along, watch the waves breaking across the right side of your car outside or your bicycle. Just keep that, and you go all the way to where it dead ends, park there, hop out, and then continue if you wanted to go to walk for about a mile just to a very isolated public beach. You can look for shark's teeth, and that's actually supposed to be one of the best places to shark tooth in all of Sarasota County. All right, let's talk about things to do year round. You know, the weather's great in Venice just about all year round. There's almost always a festival or a farmer's market, something taking place every month, if not every week. Shark's Tooth Festival's Italian Feast and Carnival. There's the Seafood and Music Festival, Independence Day fireworks, the Sun Fiesta in the fall, the Venice Holiday Parade just around after Thanksgiving, and the Venice Christmas Boat Parade. That's just naming a few. You can check out the calendar at the Venice City's site and look at the calendar of events, and if you decide to visit, you can pick yourself a visit around some of the events that are taking place. Let's talk a little bit about some of the best restaurants, not just in Venice, but in the county. If you enjoy seafood, fins at Sharky's is really a must see. It's the only place where you can have an elevated look of the beach and just 5-star excellent seafood. I've never had a bad meal there. This is one of my favorites, one of my clients' favorites. So it's something you should check out. Spectacular sunsets while you're having a dinner. Just the most gorgeous view you can imagine. The atmosphere, the service, everything's great. Right below Fins is Sharky's on the water. You know, different atmosphere, tiki huts and bands playing, and just a nice atmosphere where you can just put your feet up if you want and hang out and have a drink, or if you want to have a great meal, it's a more casual dining. If you're looking for another great seafood restaurant, I recommend Crow's Nest. It's on the north side of the island, right by the South Jetty, overlooking the Intercoastal Waterway, so you can have a great meal there while you're catching a view of the boats going in and out, and you even can catch a glimpse of the sunset if you're there at the sunset time and sit out on the deck. One Italian restaurant on Venice Island, really my favorite, is Tettarina Domino. Authentic Italian food, great meals. You can't go wrong. The seafood there, they change it up often, and so you can go there and have a great seafood meal as often as you like. Next thing, let's talk about recreation. So right here on the island, you've got tennis courts right at City Center. Across from City Hall, you've got a park there, and there is a total of, I think, 6 courts there. If you ever try to find tennis there and you can't have one, at the Venice High School, if you catch that at a time where they're not in session, there's also an additional 6 or 10 tennis courts there. If you like to golf, there's Lake Venice Golf Club. That's located on the south side of the island. You've got glimpses of the ocean and some of the holes and tees, and it's just a great open course. It's a 9-hole, it's a public golf course with 3 different 9-hole courses. All right, let's talk about boating and fishing. If you love that, and who doesn't, come to Florida for some of that reason. You've got water sports access all across the island. You've got boat ramps, kayak launch, canoe launch at Casperson. Venice Island also has abundance of parks, playgrounds, I mentioned that before, picnic areas, sporting fields. You can just have just about any type of sport on the island. There's also the Venetian Waterway Trail. This is a trail, a multi-use trail where you can bike, walk, jog. It follows the Intercoastal Waterway all along the beach, and then there's a designated bike trail that circles the entire island. The Venetian Waterway Trail connects to Legacy Trail on the north, and also you can cross over and follow the trail that continues south through Shamrock Park. One reason Venice is a must-see town is because it's laid-back lifestyle. It has a small town feel, but yet a true sense of community mixed in with it. It's all you really need. There's something about that mix of, the things that take place on the island. The flip-flops, the sidewalks, the tree-lined streets, the golf carts, people waving as they go by, the fishing piers, the boat and kayak launches, wide neighborhoods, streets with the parks, just being out and about and seeing people and meeting your neighbors. I live in some of these neighborhoods, and just everybody looks out for everyone. If you like youth sports, in addition to that, Venice High School is right on the island. They are known for their exceptional football and volleyball programs in addition to other sports. So you can catch one of those games anytime you want. Now, let me just talk about a couple of my favorite neighborhoods. And honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with Venice Island because it's such a unique situation where you have a historic community with a business district and a beach all within walking distance. There's no causeway. So I really think just about any neighborhood on the island is a plus for a long-term investment. But I have a couple favorite neighborhoods, and one would be Golden Beach. You've got a private beach access for that beach, lots of social activities that take place in that neighborhood. The neighborhood has a sense of community, and it has a lot of things going on throughout the year. The homes are very picturesque and diverse. The next neighborhood I would say that is one of my favorites is Venetia Park. It's a mix of all the historic 1920 houses with the flavor of all the characteristics of those homes that built in that era. It's just something to see. They're so pretty and beautiful. Love the opportunity to get in to tour somebody else's house and get to see these unique homes. They're also a favorite just to watch from the outside. And mixed in Venetia Park is several different parks, and most of Venetia Park is very close to historic Venice, so that makes it one of my favorites. Another one I'm going to mention is Venice Golf View, South Golf View. This is a community that's just south of the main historic district. A little bit is an addition to west of the historic district. The proximity to the beach and the town is all within 3 or 4 blocks. Again, you're going to see a mix of some very historic, really neat homes in this neighborhood, but you're going to see a lot of 50s, 60s style ranches. And then also what you're seeing in this neighborhood is some beautiful new construction homes that are replacing a lot of the dated and old homes. This neighborhood gives you quick access to all Venice has to offer. In summary, Venice Island is a quiet, historic town that has everything you need, but it's not isolated by any means. It's 20 or 30 minutes to Sarasota and about an hour drive to Tampa, St. Pete, or Fort Myers. So you can catch professional sports, you can catch international flights, and all be there to take place all within an hour's drive. The charm and the relaxed atmosphere mixed in with the southern hospitality is another reason Venice Island is a must visit. I often hear from my relocation clients when they come to visit, they tell me, Dave, people are really nice here. It's like shocks them. You have that southern hospitality, the people, the locals here, just greet people as friends and neighbors. And it doesn't take long with you living there to have it. Your stress go down a notch, and just that relaxation that takes place. People are nicer here, and it's commonplace to say hello and quickly meet friends. If you're considering relocating or just visiting to the Gulf Coast, stop in and check out Venice and Venice Island. Be sure to catch, one of our spectacular sunsets. Feel free to send me a note, reach out to me, call me or email or text me, or just pop in our Venice Island office. We are always happy to help. I thank you for watching, and I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Take care.